from the soil, where the real ones grow. Yeah, this one's for the homegrown. I rose from the cracks where the concrete tried to hold me. Single mama hustle, cold nights, no one told me. Dreams in the dirt, but the roots ran deep. Every scar on my back turned the pain into heat. They buried the truth, but the seed wouldn't sleep. Now the whole block watching how the underdog leap. No silver spoon, just a fork in the road. Chose the harder path and I carried the load. Word to the wise, keep it real or get exposed. Homegrown pressure make the weak ones fold. I speak for the voiceless, the hopeless, the bold. Turn every no into a story that's told. Homegrown, ooh yeah. Rising from the dirt where the real love grows. Homegrown, feel the fire. Roots running deep, everybody knows. Homegrown, under neon and street lights, we the ones they can't break. We the ones shining bright. Homegrown, baby, can't you see? This is power. This is you and me. They try to box us in, label us, contain us. But the soil we came from already trained us. Every lesson in the struggle was tuition paid. Now the harvest coming, watch the whole game fade. From the corners where the hope used to fade away, to the stage where the whole world gotta obey. No handouts, no cosigns, just the grind and the faith. Turn my pain to a platform, now the whole crowd sway. They want the glamour, but they scared of the cost. I paid it in full, every line, every loss. Homegrown forever, never switching the sauce. This the real, this the raw, this the truth at all costs. Homegrown. Rising from the dirt where the real love grows. Homegrown, feel the fire. Roots running deep, everybody knows. Homegrown, under neon and street lights, we the ones they can't break. We the ones shining bright. Homegrown, baby, can't you see? This is power, this is you and me. Yeah. Feel it in the ground. Can't hold us down. Homegrown, we rising now. Yeah. From the soil to the sky, watch the garden explode. Homegrown legacy, that's the only code. Hear the heartbeat, that's the whole world owed. This the real, this the raw. Homegrown. Yeah. I'm from the bricks where the cold wind bite. Concrete jungle raised me, taught me wrong from right. No trust funds, just a hustle in the late night lights. Every corner had a story, every story had a fight. I took the pain of my people, turned it into ink and fire. Spit it on a track like the truth on a funeral pyre. They tried to silence the block, but the echo getting higher. Homegrown seeds in the pavement, watch the whole block rise up. No cosign needed, just the heart and the grind. From the train cars to the billboards, I'm the voice of my kind. East Coast forever, never leaving my roots behind. This the real, this the raw, homegrown state of mind. Homegrown, ooh yeah. Rising from the dirt where the real love grows. Homegrown, feel the fire. Roots running deep, every
GWA Homegrown.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Minneapolis, Minnesota. You're live with the money for GWA Homegrown. Me and Cooter hung out with the body Jesse Ventura. We toured some Leering centers, had a great time before the show, and now it is time to start off with Game 2 of our GWA Battle Royal Series between the Homegrown Women's Division. Now, if you wasn't here last week, the rules are simple. If you get eliminated first, you get 1 point. If you get eliminated second, you get 2, third, 3, fourth, and so on. If you win, you get 8. So you can see the scores above the ladies' heads. Right now, Liv Morgan is in first place, followed by Maxine Dupree. After that, you have Blake Monroe. And then you have JC Jane at 5. 4 by Tiffany Stratton. 3 by Last Legend. 2 by Tatum Paxley. And 1 by Kiana James. The rules are pretty simple. We're going to have this match every week, all the way up until GWA Vice City Violence, a joint pay-per-view event, our next pay-per-view after GWA Omega's brand exclusive No Handouts pay-per-view. And whoever has the most points at the end of that will be Homegrown's representative for the GWA Global Women's Championship. We got this match coming up live next on Homegrown.
Is an 8-woman battle royal. Making her way to the ring from Sioux City, Iowa, Kiana James. From Dallas, Texas, Tatum Paxley. All the demons from the darker side, my demons cut me all your life. In the darkness, all you see are the eyes of the reaper. Coming for your life in the night. There's no light that will lead you. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. From the darker side.
It's Tiffy time! Lash Legend. Lash out. Bougie. Bougie bully. Yeah. Lashing out. Lash out. Okay, okay, okay. It's bougie bully, yo. Lash out. Bougie. Bougie bully, yo. Yeah. Lashing out. Bougie. Bougie bully, yo.
JC Jane.
And representing Fatal Influence from Tampa, Florida, JC representing the Alpha Academy from Phoenix, Arizona, Maxine Dupree.
Watch me.
Glamour is forever.
folks, the Money Here Live weekend in Indianapolis. Starting off homegrown. No, this isn't a rerun. This is the exact same way homegrown started last week. It's the same way it'll start next week. It's starting a way sports fans can appreciate. This Battle Royal series, very unique, very interesting. About Chauncey and Aaron. Each week, these 8 women will go at it in a battle royal. If you're eliminated first, you get 1 point. If you're eliminated second, you get 2 points. If you're eliminated third, 3 points. And then if you win, you get 8. So it goes by the order of your elimination. Whichever lady has the highest score, there's last week's winner, Liv Morgan, picking up the first elimination. Bye-bye, JC Jane. And then there goes Tatum Paxley right after. So Jane gets 1 point, Paxley 2, and then there you see Kiana James was eliminated, so she gets 3. So for the fans that don't understand the scoring system here, last week, JC Jane had 5 points. This week she was first eliminated, so she only got 1, and she currently has 6 after match 2. Tatum Paxley got 2 points last week, 2 points this week. She has 4 points in our standings. Kiana James had 1 point last week, 3 points this week, and has 4 now in our standings. And we have 5 ladies left in this match. I don't know why our camera crew consistently wants to cut to the entrance ramp and watch these ladies leave. Especially when Last Legend is getting rid of competition like that. Getting rid of last week's winner, Liv Morgan. She had 8 points last week. Got an additional 4 here tonight, so 12 points. That's going to be hard to beat. What the fuck is going on with this camera guy? Cooter, get your fucking people in line. This is what I get for letting him employ his family every damn time. But they work for free. And do you know how hard it is to do shit on a budget? Son of a bitch. Liv Morgan now has walked to the back as well. Nobody's coming out. If they do, there's going to be hell to pay. Chauncey and Aaron have already made that clear. They're both cussing at me in the headset right now because apparently Blake Monroe got eliminated right before Liv Morgan. So Liv got 5 points, putting her at 13 in the series. And Blake Monroe only gets 4 points, putting her at 10 in the series. We still have Maxine Dupree, Tiffany Stratton, and Lash Legend as our last 3 ladies in the contest here tonight. And we might have to take a long commercial break after this match because I am personally going to go down there, find this cameraman, beat the holy hell out of him, and find any idiot in the crowd with a smartphone that could do a better job than this guy. Why the hell are we filming the entrance? Just so the money can miss eliminations? I don't see Stratton in there anymore. Lash trying to get rid of Dupree. There's Stratton. She's still in the match. Okay. I apologize, folks. Did a little fourth wall break here. This is my history with WWE 2K games. I see all these people whining and bitching and complaining and moaning in these call groups and shit about their glitches and bugs, and I don't have any. But then 2K sends out a patch to fix all this shit that these whiny, bitchy basement dwellers are complaining about, and now my shit don't want to work right, and I got a cameraman that wants to fucking keep filming the entranceway during any kind of elimination match we have. It's frustrating, but we'll make do. There'll be another patch and they'll fix that and fuck something else up. It's the way the cookie crumbles. Maybe the game will work right in about 2 years. It did work perfectly before this last patch. At least for me. I don't know. We're just gonna deal with it, folks. It pisses the money off. It makes the money frustrated. But what can I do about it from up here? All I can do is ask the GWA audience to let them know what they fucked up with their last patch and tell them to unfuck it up. That's not hard. I don't write emails to companies anymore because the feds always get called and I have to have weird conversations about threats of violence, and I try to tell them it's just how I am. You know, I don't threaten people just to threaten people. I threaten them because they threaten me. And they think because they hide behind some corporation or company that they can get away with it. Well, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Lash Legend, Tiffany Stratton, our last two. I missed another elimination, Maxine Dupree. Luckily, there was only 3, and it was easy for me to tell. Maxine is going to get 6 points. And she had an impressive performance last week, scoring 7. She was down to the final 2 after dangling on the top rope, hanging on for dear life for like 6 minutes. 7 and 6 is 13. That puts her tied with Liv Morgan right now. And Tiffany Stratton. Oh, wait a minute. Maxine didn't get eliminated. She pulled her bullshit again. Maxine is still in the match. Lash Legend scores 6 after scoring 6 last week. She has 12. And is currently in second place behind Liv Morgan, but that is not counting Maxine Dupree and Tiffany Stratton here. And either way, Dupree is going to come out of this thing leading the contest. She just got eliminated. That gives her 7 points, so she's up to 14. Tiffany Stratton got the win. Last week she had 4 points. This week she has 8. That puts her up to 12. So we got a couple of leaders at the top of the board to keep an eye on here. Our current first place is Maxine Dupree, who's learned if you just hold on to the top rope and hang out outside without your feet touching the ground, your opponents will forget about you and you can score big. She's leading this contest with 14, followed by Liv Morgan, last week's winner, at 13. Then you have tonight's winner tied with JC James, Tiffany Stratton with 12, JC with 12. You got Blake Monroe behind that with 10. It's an interesting contest. More coming up.
Need a boost? Jesse the Body Ventura's in your corner with a knockout solution. Dive into Maui Wowie from the 38th Governor's Select Collection. Crafted for those who want to elevate their game. It's not just any edible, it's the champion of energy, designed to power you through your day with victorious burst. Step into the ring of life with me, Jesse the Body Ventura, and unleash your potential. You ready to feel the surge?
All right, folks, in this next match, Chauncey turned in one match short on his card this week, and I messaged him and I told him, yo, homie, you still need a match. He said, just pick 3 guys and put them in whatever kind of match you want. 3 guys that haven't been used lately that you like. So, I thought Tony D'Angelo, I like Dude a lot. He's got a lot of potential. And then Kevin Owens, fight. He always delivers. And then King Dominator hasn't even debuted yet here in GWA, and he's like in every Fed on the planet. So I was like, hell yeah, you want 3 guys in a random match? I'm going to take these 3 guys. I'm going to put them in a triple threat table elimination match and see what the fuck happens. If it goes bad, it's your fault, Chauncey, because you told me to do it. If it goes good, I get the credit because I motherfucking did it. We got it live next on Homegrown.
Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 240 pounds, Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah. Crown heavy, still I stand. Watch me. Step in, gold on my breath. Old doubts fall when I press. Cold room, I bring heat. One move, now they on me. I was built in the grind. Still nerves on mine. Every scar gotta shine. Every loss got a line. I don't wait for a lane. I make space for my name. Hands
Coming up next, we're going to get a little creative here on Homegrown. Got a triple threat tables elimination match featuring a debut King Dominator KD. Used to roll with us in SSW. Been pretty much in every EFED on the planet. Has a huge, historic, decorated resume in this business. And of course, we have two homegrown talents that are trying to get back in the mix after a slow start. KO, Kevin Owens, and Tony D'Angelo. Two guys with a lot of talent that just haven't found their groove yet. And KO getting a taste of KD right here. And Kevin Owens with a reversal. It's good to see KD in GWA. I knew he'd be here eventually. There's not a EFED on the planet that KD doesn't become a part of eventually. I also like the idea of Kevin Owens getting back in this match. This is a guy that was in the mix for the Homegrown Championship in that tournament to crown the first champion, but things didn't go KO's way. I believe it was Ethan Page that got rid of Owens, and Page has had quite the run here on Homegrown. And Tony D'Angelo, that's one the money's a big fan of. I like Tony D. Oh, Kevin Owens is gone. Powerbomb through the table by KD. And King Dominator not wasting any time living up to his name here in GWA. Tony D, though, dumping Dominator outside. Kevin Owens walks away. Head held in shame. Disappointment again. And I don't know what's going on with Owens here lately. Here in GWA. He just can't seem to get it going. I mean, Owens is good as fuck. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe he's suffering from injury. Maybe it's a mental thing. Who knows? Getting eliminated by a rookie. Maybe not a rookie to wrestling, but a rookie to GWA. A rookie to Homegrown. Was probably not on Kevin Owens' bingo card here tonight. Owens doesn't have to feel too bad about this, because I've seen KD do this shit to numerous talents over the years. Me and KD have had some hellified matches. And Tony D was trying to spoil the debut of King Dominator. We got this damn camera bullshit going on again. But like the money said, in the next week or two, we'll get a patch that fixes all the shit that the last patch fucked up and fucks up some new shit that wasn't fucked up. KD looking to make an impact here on night one. German suplex through the table. And folks, you don't have a name like King Dominator and not walk into a company and dominate a match. Kevin Owens didn't look on his A game at all. Tony D'Angelo put up one hell of a fight. He took Owens seriously. He took King Dominator seriously. Owens felt like this match was beneath him and appeared not to take either of his opponents seriously, and it cost him. D'Angelo maybe posed to the crowd a little too much, tried to appeal to the fans, got a little too cocky, got arrogant, and then a little over aggressive Folks, I'm being told we got some kind of situation in the back. We're going to get back there and check on it in the parking lot. I don't know what's going on. And that's Jesse the Body Ventura. And it looks like he's attacking the Ultimate Warrior. That's crazy. The Money actually seen the body and talked to him for a little while. We shared conspiracy theories and shit earlier before the show started. I mean, we are in Minneapolis. He was showing me around the city, all the cool shit he used to get to do as governor. But man, he was in a good mood. I don't know what the problem is. I mean, well, he wasn't in a great mood. He was doing some complaining about Eric Rowan embarrassing him last week. And then he went on some rant about freaks with face paint and masks being fed pills for mind control. All an elaborate scheme to embarrass him. I thought he was joking. Come on, somebody's got to get back there and help the warrior out. Aaron, I know the bosses said you can't do it, but you got to get out there and give him a whiff, man. I mean, Warrior needs some strength to get back in this, or Ventura's going to kill him. And he's got pull in this town. He'll get away with it. Oh, man. How come every job I get never seems to have fucking security in the back? I mean, they're literally by a door that says security office, that has a fucking note that says out to lunch. This would never happen if Powerhouse was on this brand. He takes his lunch with him to work. He would kick these guys' ass with a cheeseburger in one hand and a taco in the other. Oh, damn it. It's getting a little too violent. We gotta cut to commercial.
I'm Tampon Tim, the people's friend. Free tampons for all the men. Daycare's full of kids, well, kinda. But the money goes to my dear friends from Somalia. Hey, 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 hey. Fraud all day. Billions gone astray. Ghost kids, no one's there. Welcome to Tampon Tim's Daycare. Tampons in the boys' room, that's my plan. While my friends cash checks across the land. Feeding our future, what a name. Empty buildings, still the same. Hey, hey, fraud all day. Billions gone astray. Ghost kids, no one's there. Welcome to Tampon Tim's Daycare. Tampon Tim, hey, Tampon Tim fraud.
All right, now this is some of the shit the money can dig. Two of the biggest badasses on the GWA Homegrown women's roster going one-on-one. We got Stephanie Vacker coming out of Chile, and she is one hell of a competitor. And she'll be squaring off against Bull Nakano, who was called up from the farm by GWA Homegrown. And it'll be interesting to see how she does in her first match as a Homegrown roster member against one of the toughest bitches Homegrown has to offer. We got it live next on Homegrown.
Fernando Chile, Stephanie Hawkins. And her opponent from Kawaguchi, Japan, Okada.
All right, folks, the money back with you live. And I know there's two women finna go at it, but this may be the hardest hitting match of the whole damn night. There's not many men in that locker room that would want to step in the ring with either one of these women. And it's understandable why. I mean, Bull Nakano, Japanese, angry, the size of a man, made a career beating up men. Part of the Orient Express back in the day. And I mean, she's deadly. But then on the other side, you got Stephanie Vacker. And I don't know if I said that right. If I said it wrong, don't tell her. Because I didn't really know much about Stephanie. I've seen her wrestle a few times. And I never really heard her talk. She kind of looked like a white chick to me. And she was dressed up like Thor's evil sister from Ragnarok. And I thought she was like some kind of Viking chick. But then she left a goose egg. One of the worst ones I've seen in a long time on Liv Morgan's forehead on national television. And it made me look into Stephanie a little bit. And this chick's violent. She is mean as they come. And well, the money in his younger days had experience with both Asian and Latino ladies. And they're very similar. I mean, but in my experience, the Asian lady is gonna get mad at you randomly, kick, punch, bite, scratch, throw something. They love to throw things. And the Latino chick's gonna do that too. But it's what happens after that really differentiates them. The Asian chick is gonna go, leave, and try to sleep with your best friend. The Latino chick's gonna set your house on fire and go try to murder your best friend. That is, unless he tells you about the imaginary girl that she thinks you're cheating with. And then even after you show her evidence, a couple of weeks later, things are all seeming cool. Then her and her buddies speaking in that language you can't understand. Her bestie gives you a little flirty smile and you just kind of smile back because you have no idea what the fuck they said. Next thing you know, you get cut with a box cutter. And let me just say, in my experience, that was Mexican Latino. We're talking about South American here. Chile, Colombia, Argentina, Venezuela. The world of the cartels. I mean, you're talking about a place where the damn drug cartels have bigger armies than every fucking country down there combined. I mean, even the Smoke Boys only went to South America once. And that was, we did a big show, Beach Escape in Rio. But there was strict rules. Like, we couldn't leave the Rio city limits. It was so dangerous. And one of our Mexican tours, Chauncey really wanted to go down to Colombia. But even Cooter thought it was a bad idea. And, well, once Chauncey found out Cooter had been there before, it wasn't very popular down there, he came to the same conclusion the money did is, and that's that Cooter pissed off some big, bad, dangerous cartel people, and we don't want no part of getting dragged into Cooter bullshit. But that's enough about the Smoke Boys. Back to this match. Stephanie misses that springboard clothesline. And Big Bull Nakano looking to make her pay here. I told you this match would be heavy and hard hit. And it has not disappointed so far. Goes for the cover. And Bull Nakano frustrated, not able to put Stephanie away there. And folks, I hate to pull away from this match. I'm being told now that the Ultimate Warrior is at the hospital being treated for severe injuries at the hands of that assault by Jesse the Body Ventura. Law enforcement was called and showed up, but the police chief himself was on the scene and happened to be real good friends with the Body. He actually became police chief when the Body was governor here. And, well, needless to say, instead of leaving in cuffs, Jesse Ventura left to have drinks with the police commissioner of Minneapolis, Minnesota, after beating the living shit out of the Ultimate Warrior, unprovoked, and sending the man to the hospital. And just think, we got in trouble because Aaron was giving blow to the Warrior. Just because that big, bad, 7'4", 500+ snitch, Andre the Giant. I hope you know, Andre, Chauncey still keeps blaming me for that bullshit. Big move there by Stephanie. Impressive athleticism off the top rope. And honestly, I'm shocked that didn't put the match away. Bull Nakano is far from your average woman, though. It was a smart decision during call-up send-down day by Homegrown to send down old scrap daddy Adam Pearce. And here we go, cover by Stephanie Vacker. Big up the win over Bull Nakano, but she looked impressive in her homegrown debut after being called up from the farm. Stephanie is just that chick. Like I said, South American is different. But I will give Stephanie and her beautiful country of Chile one prop of recognition. The money has scouted the globe far and wide. And if shit ever hits the motherfucking fan so bad, where chaos and bullshit wreak havoc, even here in the good old US of A, Chile has always been the money's emergency evacuation safe spot. I mean, when's the last time you've heard of Chile going to war? When was the last time you've heard of Chile beefing with anybody? Have you seen those waterfalls? And then, I mean, just seeing Stephanie, that should be enough for anyone to understand. More coming up.
Are you tired of your 9-to-5 job? Wishing for a more fulfilling and lucrative career? Then look no further than starting your own daycare center today. And you don't even need children to attend. Just rent a building and watch the tax dollars roll in.
And thanks to tampon-loving Timmy, all you need is to be Somali.
All right, folks, and up next we got a good one. All Ego, Ethan Page, who has been proving his nickname wrong week after week here on Homegrown. He's at the very least 50% talent, 50% ego. I mean, he went one-on-one with the great one and nearly won. He defeated Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner recently. I mean, all ego Ethan Page is the real deal. And he views himself as a modern day legend killer. Well, there's a legend that says he's not intimidated by Ethan Page's rise. And that's the icon, the hot rod. Rowdy Roddy Piper, as tough as they come. And he is looking to get back in championship contention. Will the hot rod be able to derail the all ego train? Or will all ego burst through Piper's pit like it was nothing? We'll find out next on GWA Homegrown, live from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is week 3 from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 225 pounds.
All right, folks, the money back here. We live at ringside here on Homegrown in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And we got All Ego Ethan Page taking on the Hot Rod, Roddy Piper. Page has been on a roll ever since GWA premiered and has been a hot commodity with fast rising stock on the GWA Homegrown roster. He recently picked up a big victory over Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. All Ego Ethan Page sees himself as a modern day legend killer. A guy that wants people to stop focusing on the past and wants them to focus on the here and now. But here in GWA, legends never age, legends never die. And we get to see some of the greatest dream matchups in history. And I'll tell you what, Page may have went one-on-one with the great one and nearly came out on top. He's had some big matches against other people. He come out on top against Scott Steiner. But I'm telling you, Roddy Piper, he's dirty. He will do whatever it takes to win in that ring. And he's somebody All Ego better not take lightly. Oh, nice counter, though, from Page. And I think he busted the Hot Rod open on that Bulldog. And just when it looked like Rowdy was starting to build some momentum, just like that, Ethan Page is right back on top. Oh, man, and Piper is just bleeding everywhere. And Page just continues this assault, now rubbing Piper's face in the mat, opening up that cut even more, an elbow, adding insult to injury. And I think Piper might be hurt here, folks. We're going to have to get somebody out here to check on Rowdy. There's Page, goes for the cover too, and somehow the Hot Rod gets the shoulder up. One thing nobody's ever said about Roddy Piper is that he's not tough as nails. There's Piper with a little payback, opening up Page, and then a vicious bulldog of his own. Not enough. Ethan Page kicks out at 2, and this match will continue. Back and forth. This has been a good one here on Homegrown. It's been nice action all night, but this one here really standing out. Two very different styles, two very different eras clashing right here. I'll tell you what, I'm a guy that grew up with the Hot Rod, Roddy Piper. I was a huge Piper fan. The guy could go. And you know, there wasn't really anything extraordinary about Piper's physique or anything. That's what guys like Piper, guys like Daniel Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to call him, guys like the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and even modern stars like Ethan Page, they appeal to the average everyday fan because you see a guy that's virtually the same size as you going out there and competing and delivering 5-star matches, and it's like, hell yeah, I could do that, you know. But when you see gorillas and fucking yetis and giant behemoths and 8-foot giants and 6'8" guys whose muscles are bigger than their brains, I mean, it kind of makes you think you have to be like that to succeed. And you know, I'm glad I came up as a wrestling fan in the early 90s when it stopped being about bodybuilders and big muscles and started being about guys with character, guys with attitude. Oh, and speaking of attitude, Piper had this sleeper locked in, but Ethan Page able to get a break. Big boot, Piper goes to the outside, suckers Page out there, and a big atomic drop from Roddy Piper. That'll bruise its tailbone. And there's Piper proving he can get violent too. And Ethan Page may have struck a nerve with the hot rod. Roddy Piper is one of those guys you do not want to piss off. Oh my, and apparently neither is Ethan Page. I mean, just impressive skill set from All Ego Ethan Page. This guy's a phenomenal athlete. And he's going big places here in GWA. He's already had early success. He's turned some heads. He's caught some attention. But right now, we're looking at a ravaged, bloody, beaten up, busted up, Roddy Piper. And every time you think All Ego has an ego's edge there, Piper gets back up and wants more. Not that, I was going to say not this time, but that's one tough sumbitch. That's all I can say. Either that or he's got a death wish. I don't think anyone's ever accused Roddy Piper of being 100% sane. Now Piper trying to open up that cut on Page even more. We got a bloody fucking mess in this one. And Cooter didn't come with me tonight. I made him stay home. He's been getting on my nerves the last 2 weeks. I needed a break, so I don't know who the hell Chauncey is going to get to mop up all this fucking blood out of her. Maybe he can talk Aaron into it. I don't know. And there we go. Ethan Page has the hot rod up and sends him down. Almost like a Tower of London there, and then a code breaker. Damn. This Ethan Page is a Swiss Army knife of fucking finishing moves. Piper is out cold. And I spoke too soon. Oh, just to eat another code breaker. I mean, at some point, you gotta know when to throw in the towel and live to fight another day. I can't believe the referee hasn't stopped this yet. I mean, Piper is busted up bad. Boston Crab now locked in. Piper is nowhere near the rope. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out here, and somehow the leg strength of Piper escaped. And now Hot Rod has a sleeper locked back in. Page walked right into a sleeper, and Piper put him to sleep. How about that? Ethan Page showed he is a continued rising star here on the Homegrown brand. But Roddy Piper may have just proven to be the toughest son of a bitch on this whole damn roster. I mean, Ethan Page threw everything at Piper. If you see, Rowdy is just busted the fuck wide open. He's lost a shit ton of blood. And Ethan Page just kept hitting him with devastating move. Look at the bruises on the back of Piper. I mean, and somehow the tough sumbitch pulled it off. I don't know if it was just perfect timing, perfect strategy. Paige climbed into the ring and walked right into Piper, putting him in the sleeper, played a little possum, a little cat and mouse. And Piper pulled it off. One hell of a match. I was definitely impressed by the Hot Rod. More coming up on Homegrown.
Welcome kids to our fine school. We teach the alphabet, what a jewel. A comes after Z, B is 3. Spelling, leering perfectly. Mayor Jacob Fry panders so hard. Eats Somali beans, plays the card. Gags on the plate to appease the vote. While we rake in cash, he stays afloat. Come on parents, trust our sign. Quality leering looks just fine. No kids play indoors locked tight, but millions flowing. What a delight! Don't drop your kids at Wally Leering Center. It's a total scam, pure fraud adventure. We'll pocket your taxes, laugh all the way. Somalia tops the fraud list every day. Math time here is super fun. 2 + 2 = 21. Count our cash, that's all we need. Tim Wall smiles, plants the seed. Empty building, ghost town vibe. Claim 100 kids, what a tribe. Tax money rolls in, thank you much. We'll spend it lavish, stay out of touch. Don't drop your kids at Wally Leering Center. It's a total scam, pure fraud adventure. Ilhan's wealth jumped to 30 mil fast. From zero to riches, no questions asked. Keep your head buried deep in the sand. Ignore the raids, it's all so grand. Let us scam away, no one will care. Your ignorance makes it beyond compare. Tim Wall says mass import is great. One country floods the welfare state. Never a problem, never a glitch. Congregate here, get filthy rich. Don't drop your kids at Wally Leering Center. It's a total scam, pure fraud adventure. We'll enjoy your taxes, thanks a bunch, folks. Fraud kings forever, what a sweet hope. Don't drop your kids at Wally Leering Center. It's a total scam, pure fraud adventure. Just look the other way, let it all slide. Minnesota's Wally forever wide. Don't drop your kids at Wally Leering Center. It's a total scam, pure fraud adventure. Somalia fraud champs, we're proud and bold. Your money's ours now, pure scam gold.
All right, folks. Up next, we have GWA Homegrown Championship action. It says it right there in his name, The Undertaker. And last week, The Rock got a rematch against Sid Justice for the GWA Homegrown Championship, despite not really doing anything to deserve a rematch. So the money kind of feels where the Undertaker's coming from here. He showed up, he took out The Rock, he took out Sid. Sid wanted this match just as bad as the Undertaker and had no problem putting his title on the line here. And after the Undertaker interfered in Sid match last week, he opened himself up to a door of championship opportunity. But he also pissed off Sid Justice, who is seeking justice this week after receiving a tombstone last week from The Undertaker. The Rock apparently will have to move to the back of the line. Originally, he was in the match to determine the champion. He failed against Sid, and then again failed in the rematch despite The Undertaker's help.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match and is for the Action Championship.
Accept the Lord of Darkness as your Savior. Allow the purity of evil to guide you.
Well, here we go, folks. GWA Homegrown Championship action. And this match stemmed from last week where The Rock got a rematch against Sid. And well, apparently The Undertaker decided The Rock didn't deserve a rematch. He had his turn. He had his shot. And he came out and laid out not only The Rock, but the GWA Homegrown Champion, Sid Justice. And Sid wants justice from being tombstoned last week. So he's agreed to put his title on the line against The Undertaker. And this match is officially underway. Big atomic drop there from the dead man. Going right to work on the champ. And Undertaker does not give a fuck who his opponent is. When he wants something, he takes it. Last week, The Rock got another shot after already failing at GWA Claim the Throne to beat Sid. And Undertaker thought The Rock didn't deserve another chance, that he should have been next in line. So, instead of going and asking, he come out and took a championship match. Now, Sid wanted this match just as bad as The Undertaker and agreed to put his title on the line to get it. And we'll see if that is a decision the GWA Homegrown champion ends up regretting. Finally getting some offense in on Taker. And Sid, an interesting opponent for The Undertaker. He's about the same size, a big badass. But The Undertaker has that whole undead presence, supernatural forces at work, and whatnot, so I don't know if Sid Justice can get vicious or maybe snap into some sort of psychotic break to give him a shot against The Undertaker. The Undertaker was looking for that choke slam, but Sid fought it off. Taker had to counter and hit him with the snake eyes. And you see the ever dangerous Paul Bearer walking around ringside. And anytime Paul Bearer is involved in The Undertaker's business, it makes The Undertaker 100 times more deadly. It's very rare that you check the Vegas odds for something and they have the champion as the underdog, but that is exactly the case in this match. Vegas actually has a 70-30 odds with The Undertaker in favor for this one. There's no doubt Undertaker is one of the greatest of all time, but you can't count out Sid. He fought hard to get this belt, and he'll fight just as hard to defend it. Nice counter there from The Undertaker. Goes for the cover. I don't know if that'll be enough to get it done or not. And Sid able to get the shoulder. GWA Homegrown has been banging tonight. We still got more action to come after this one, folks. I'll tell you what, Chauncey and Aaron know how to throw a card together. A very talented roster. And we get to see a little bit more of them each week. And I love the dedication to the longer term rivalries and storytelling on GWA Homegrown. Sid now, huge powerbomb, goes for the cover. Is that going to be enough? No. The dead man able to kick out. And Sid not finished yet, has him up. And that crucifix and just tosses Undertaker to the ground. It's not often you're going to see the Undertaker manhandled like that, and I can't believe he kicked out, actually. Now both men exchanging blows. You can see the wear and tear this match is taking on their bodies. And neither man willing to give an inch here. Huge rights. And one thing I gotta say I respect is right there in the name. Undertaker. Forget the under part. He is a taker. The Undertaker come out here and took his championship match last week. He didn't wait for the next battle royal. He didn't wait for the next tournament. He didn't wait for the next #1 contender match. He came out here and he took his fucking shit. And Sid's ego from getting tombstone last week very well could cost him his title here tonight. But Sid looking for that power bomb and a counter by the Undertaker. This match continues. Taker on the outside looking for a weapon, grabbing a hockey stick here and just busted Sid wide the fuck open. Sid trying to regroup here. Not a smart strategy by Sid. Undertaker was waiting. He was ready. He tried to use the hockey stick again, but Sid comes back with a big clothesline. Paul Bearer encouraging the Undertaker to kick out there, and the Undertaker following his orders. And Sid is starting to build momentum here, showing why he is the GWA Homegrown Champion. The Undertaker, one of the most deadliest men in all of wrestling history, is getting the fight taken to him here. Sid misses that leg drop. Undertaker trying to respond, and does so in a big way with some big clubbing blows. One of the best strikers in the game. Undertaker signaling it's over, but Sid with a counter and a big boot. Here we go again, back and forth. Undertaker looking for the tombstone counter. Into the DDT by Sid, misses the leg drop again. Undertaker back up and a drop kick to the face. Undertaker signaling for that choke slam. Sid could be in trouble here, no. Undertaker instead whips him into the corner. Maybe didn't have the angle or position him right on that. And now brutalizing Sid even more. And honestly, folks, as proud as I am to have seen Sid's homegrown championship reign, I don't know. I just got this sick feeling in my gut it's going to come to an end. Sid is trying here, but Undertaker seems to have an answer for almost everything. Sid again connects finally with that leg drop, and he may have Taker here. No. Undertaker kicks out again. And Sid trying to figure out what it's going to take to keep the Taker down. Oh my, submission hold here applied. Undertaker, a low blow. The ref didn't see it there. And the Undertaker proving he will do anything to walk away as your champion here tonight. Grabbing the chair, Sid trying to fight him off. Knocks the chair out of his hand, but Undertaker able to attack Sid. Picks the chair back up, a vicious shot echoing through the arena, goes for the cover, and the champ somehow manages to kick out here. Undertaker looking for more punishment, boot to the dome. Has that chair again. And Sid able to counter there, but runs into a big boot from the Undertaker. And Undertaker really doing a number on Sid here. What the fuck? What happened to the lights? Is that The Rock just hit the rock bottom on Paul Bearer, exchanging words with the Undertaker. Remember, Undertaker crossed the Rock his championship match last week. Oh, and Sid back up now as the Undertaker choke slam. And The Rock may have just cost the Undertaker his championship, and he did. Talk about a receipt. Last week, The Rock had Sid right where he wanted him. The Undertaker showed up and attacked The Rock. He attacked Sid. He ruined the match. He got himself a championship match this week. And this week, The Rock gets the receipt and costs the Undertaker his championship match here. Sid returns. And you have to wonder if Sid would have been able to do so without The Rock's help. We got more coming up next on Homegrown. Don't go anywhere. I gotta take a smoke break.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
This holiday season, it's time to rediscover a classic. Kevin McAllister is back.
What was that for?
Except this family is a little weird around Christmas.
That day you left, I had to defend our house. I was just a kid, and you left me home alone. The drama.
It's the anniversary of a Christmas classic.
I'm sure you never forget your anniversary, do you?
No ring on this finger, ma'am. No one's been able to tame this wild stallion.
But after spending decades in prison, the Wet Bandits are finally released.
Every day I sat in that prison cell, I thought about the kid. He's gonna pay.
This time, it's not just me home alone. I need to defend this house for my family.
Get ready for Kevin's final showdown.
Should we check the window?
No, we have to go around to the back door.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you don't think I know how to break into a goddamn house?
This holiday season, Kevin McAllister is back. But this time, he's not playing by the rules.
And breaking news, a Chicago man has booby-trapped his house with guns, explosives, and possibly tarantulas. A SWAT team is currently en route.
Kevin!
All units report. We have two elderly gentlemen being shot at, lit on fire, and struck with blunt objects. This is an extremely violent crime.
You can ignore that.
These are two old men possibly about to die very painfully. Are you sure you want to ignore this?
You got something to say about that? Nice try, Kevin. Nice try. Trout sniffer.
Home Alone. Kevin's Revenge.
Up next is double debut time on We got Conan K-Dog, a guy that the money had to travel all over fucking Mexico to find. Because Chauncey and Aaron just had to have him. And then I had to pull all kind of strings and pay all kind of money. But finally, I got the guy signed. And I was like, I'm gonna pull risk reward on Chauncey and Aaron for making me go through that. So, since they did get their wish and I brought Conan here, I also decided to stick them with a pain in the ass that is known as the Dr. Christian Gonzalez. Now don't get me wrong, my GWA GM colleague, Christian Gonzalez, is fantastic. The wrestling version of the Doctor is a pain in the ass, and I'm glad he's not on my roster. So Chauncey, Aaron, you got Conan, have fun with the Doctor and his plague of misfit idiots. We got a good match coming up next. Debut of the Doctor, debut of Conan. Who's gonna win? We'll find out.
Dr. Gonzalez. I got the chart. I got the knife. I got your fear in my head. White coat stained at the cuff, gold lamp on the chrome tray.
Dr.
Your pulse talks too loud, so I make it behave. I draw a smile with a scalpel, then I tuck it away. Brilliant hands, dirty mind, that's how I pray. Hear the doors lock, hear the gurney roll. You came for a cure, now I own your soul. I know your name, I know the signs when the room goes red. You're mine. I will see you in the ICU. I will see you in the ICU. Hold still now, that's what I do. I will see you in the ICU.
skipping like dice on tile, eyes wide in the blackout glare. I stitch your panic with silver thread and leave my signature there. I keep a grin in the deep freeze for the nights you call me saint.
All right, folks, the money back with you live. And I'm excited. It's double debut time here on Homegrown. In the yellow, you got Conan, K-Dog, and Chauncey made me pull a whole lot of fucking strings to get K-Dog here. Apparently, he's Chauncey's second favorite wrestler. Me being his first, of course. And if you don't know about K-Dog, he's dope. I'm a little disappointed he didn't come out here and do the whole Odale, Arriba la Raza, or Viva la Raza, whatever he said. Been a long time. I remember he does the Tequila Sunrise finisher. And he's taking on Dr. Gonzalez, Dr. T. And Doc is one of our GMs here in GWA, co-GM of GWA Omega with the mob father Pitt Machiavelli, and they're doing big things there on Omega. But let me tell you something about Doc. When it comes to being a GM or going in the hospital and performing a surgery, he's very professional. Like, you wouldn't know that he's a deranged lunatic. But his wrestling situation, he really kind of lets things on the inside really come out. This guy is twisted, psychotic, demented. It's kind of like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing. And it's only a matter of time before he's surrounded by a bunch of mutated freaks trying to turn the rest of the roster into his mutated freak slaves. And that is why I'm glad he's on Homegrown. It's kind of like a punishment reward situation here. Like, you guys made me go down to Mexico and do a whole lot of searching to find Conan. And I went through a lot of shit. So, you guys get to deal with Doc and his crazy shit on your roster as well. This is already a grueling match. Impressive debut so far by both of these men. And we made it Extreme Rules. I mean, whenever I was down in Mexico, I finally found Conan. And he was fighting in some kind of Tijuana death match. And, well, you know Doc doesn't like rules. Just seen him with the low blow there. And this has been a good one. Man, a lot of these guys have picked up some skills since the money was last around. Seen Terry doing backflips and shit the other night. Now Doc's out here doing springboards. Maybe the money needs to learn some fucking springboard attacks. Hot damn. There we go, Doc. There's some technical wrestling. A good old-fashioned heel hold. Oh, Oh man, what a shot to the throat there. Conan feeling that one. I don't know if K-Dog knows what he's in for here. Folks, if you don't know the Dr. Christian Gonzalez, it's a name you'll become very familiar with here in GWA. He was a mainstay on the SSW roster. He's done incredible things for EIW, CWA, the Continental Wrestling Alliance, ran by Jerry James, who's also one of our co-GMs of GWA Alpha. I mean, Docs did his thing. I do know that one of the Doctor's servants is already on this brand, Anubis, who we seen debut on GWA Dark last week. Anubis was victorious in that match as well. The seeds are already planted for the Doctor to do his Doctor shit. Next thing you know, there'll be a Psycho, a Titty Fox, and some big thing called a Tyrus and a Plague. I mean, it's like the Ministry of Darkness meets the NWO meets fucking Frankenstein with that dude. Realizing he's gonna have to get down and dirty in this match if he wants to beat the Doctor. And K-Dog bringing out the thumbtacks. Oh, and then gets pinned right on top of him. And oh man, you know that had to hurt. You can see the pain on the face of Conan, regretting dumping them tacks out. You gotta be careful in these kind of matches because what you bring into the match can also be used against you. Some nice back and forth action, though. It hasn't been strictly hardcore. We've seen a little mixture of styles here. We've seen some hardcore wrestling, some technical wrestling, some luchador wrestling. Just some straight up brawl. These two men have never faced ever in their careers. And they are going at it here in their double debuts here on GWA Homegrown. We've had a wild night already here tonight. There's a pissed off dead man running around here somewhere. As long as it ain't in the money smoke box, I'm all good. Doc going to the top rope, looking to fly. Doc slimmed up a little bit. I don't know if all these guys have started the Ozempic thing or if they're just hitting the gym more. I might have to bulk up a little bit. I still ain't doing all that high-flying cruiserweight shit. No flippy floppies from the money. I only flip dollars in the hundreds. That's the only thing I know how to do. What the fuck? The Doctor just threw something into the eyes of Conan, and with the Doctor, there ain't no telling what that was. Some sort of blinding agent. Conan is fighting blind now. But he can see good enough to throw the doctor out onto that ladder. Oh, and the doctor moved and Conan paid the price. Then ate a leg drop on top of it. Now the doctor bringing some more thumbtacks. This might be the most violent match we've ever seen on Homegrown. And this is a brand that has New Jack on its roster. And more thumbtacks. This is going to get bloody. Doc going for a pin again. Will that be it? No. Conan with the reversal. Oh, and they're just rolling back and forth on top of them thumbtacks. You can see them sticking all out of both men. Oh, man. And folks, if your children are up watching, you might want to send them to bed because this shit is getting wild. More thumb. Oh my goodness. This might be the most violent match in the history of wrestling. And K-Dog completely misses the target there, dives right onto those tacks. You have to remember, he's still blinded from whatever Doc threw in his face. Conan is fighting on instinct here, trying to stay in this match, but as you see, blinded, he keeps missing his attacks on the Doc. The doctor is taking advantage here. And man, Chauncey is going to be pissed as fuck if Doc takes out Conan in his debut. You gotta give K-Dog some props though. He in there scrapping with Doc's crazy ass. And there we go, still in this. What a fucking match. This one here is flirting with match of the week. I mean, it has been intense. The money calls matches all the time. And I don't remember the last time I called a one-on-one contest this brutal and this grueling. I mean, every time you think these two can't keep going, they just somehow find a way. And every time you turn around, there's more thumbtacks and more thumbtacks getting dumped in the ring. These guys have to be in so much pain. Now we're adding tables into the mix. Man. Can you imagine the pain tolerance of someone? Oh, and there's a receipt to go through one of these type of matches. I mean, I've fought in some pretty violent matches myself, but never with thumbtacks. Oh. I'll do those crazy shit with glass and thumbtacks and fire. I want to win championships, but I'm not desperate. What a move by Doc. Man, that Joker has got athletic since last time I seen him. Probably had to find a way to keep up with the money, because last time I seen him, I beat that ass. Oh, big closing. I'm really impressed. How many bags of thumbtacks did Cooter put under the ring? Oh, wait a minute. Cooter's not here tonight. That damn doctor. He has already proved there's nothing he won't resort to in this match. And the doctor is looking to inflict punishment. Oh, that's nasty. Well, on the plus side, if the doctor breaks Conan, technically he's capable of fixing him. Oh my goodness. Every time another bag of thumbtacks come out, I just cringe. The whole ring is covered in thumbtacks. The difference between these two right now, the doctor is fighting to inflict punishment, and Conan is fighting for survival. Both men showing impressive grit and intestinal fortitude. I think it's safe to say both of these guys are going to be huge signings for the Homegrown brand. I mean, here they are. Both of them in their debut, their first night here on Homegrown. And I'm going to go on and say it, folks. I'm not only calling this my match of the week. I don't know if Kip will agree or not. Plus, we still have GWA Smoke and Dark. But I think this is the best match Homegrown has ever had on Homegrown. They had some bangers at the pay-per-view, and I'm not going to compare those. I'm just talking about on the Homegrown brand. This shit has been fucking wild. And every time you think Conan is down and out in this match, he comes back. I mean, that's not just his blood all over the floor. Some of that's the doctor's blood as well. These two will stop at nothing. And I'm surprised the chicken shit sitting there at the ringside announce table haven't took off to the back. They had to learn all kind of different languages just to stay under contract so they could broadcast international after I took their job because they ran off every time shit got close. Now you see Wade Barrett trying to stand up and be the bodyguard there. Wade and Booker, both competitors on Omega, which happens to be a brand that the doctor is co-GM of, so he probably won't beat up Wade or Booker, but Michael Cole's free game. Oh man, these two are both gassed. Neither one has much left in the tank. And I ain't just talking about gas. They both leaking. Look at all them thumbtacks. And there it is, folks. Tequila Sunrise, locked in by Conan. Is he gonna make the Doc tap? Doc is in trouble. There's no rope breaks in a match like this. And Conan, let him go. Doc seems to be injured there. Oh, the doctor was suckering him in. Now Doc attempting the submission. Conan counter into the clothesline. And the doctor pulling out some of them thumbtacks, and then he passes out from the pain on top of more thumbtacks. And then Conan brings in even more thumbtacks and gets his head super kicked off by the doctor. The doctor added that super kick to the arsenal because that's what I beat his ass with all the time. And he used it to put away Conan, but you can't take anything away from Conan. He's one tough son of a bitch to hang in there with the doctor the way he did. That was intense, epic, incredible debuts for both of these guys. Like I said, folks, I don't know if Kip will agree with me or not. And no disrespect to Alpha, Omega, or the Farm. But so far, this is the money's match of the week. And in my personal opinion, it's the best match ever to take place on GWA Homegrown. Impressive. And Christian Gonzalez, the doctor, is gonna be a motherfucking problem on this motherfucking roster. And I'm glad he's not my problem. Intense debut. The rest of the roster better look out. Look at that crazy sumbitch. He's sitting down in the fucking thumbtacks. I don't know what's wrong with that guy, but he does write me prescriptions when I need them. More coming up.
She was born with a complaint form in her hand. She's been divorced more times than she's been married. She doesn't leave tips, she leaves suggestions. She steals baseballs from 10-year-old kids and then complains about how spoiled kids are these days. She is raising her kids to be Reddit moderators one day. Her voice hasn't dropped below 85 decibels her entire life. She once won an argument with a manager at a restaurant she wasn't even eating at. She calls the cops on kids' lemonade stands for not having a permit. She actually changed her name to Karen. She asks to speak to the manager before the store is even built. She gets the same haircut every week and still complains to the manager about it every time. She wears a mask in her car, alone. Her Yorkshire Terrier dog has the same Karen haircut as her. She once asked to speak to the pilot, mid-flight. She once called the fire department because her neighbors were having a cookout. When she walks into a store, the staff call the manager right away, without her ever saying anything. She gets in fights about spot stealing for street parking on streets she doesn't even live on. She is the most Karen woman in the world.
I don't always drink, but when I do, I become everyone's problem. Stay outraged, my friends.
Well, the tag team divisions are picking up everywhere. Even the three brands technically, that don't have brand exclusive tag team championships are still thriving in the main event tag team scene. But you do got a couple of shows, Alpha and Omega, doing their extra in the tag division, and it may pay off, it may not. Who knows? But here, we don't have a tag team division championship that's brand exclusive on Homegrown. But the New Day came out talking shit last week about how great they are. The Hart Foundation came out and said they're the best tag team there is, was, and ever will be. So, the Hart Foundation gets a chance to prove that here tonight. And maybe that earns them a spot in title contention. But Los Grande Americanos is not a team to be underestimated. They will make you pay if you come in sleeping on them. Hart Foundation, Los Grandes Americanos. Up next, main event time, GWA Homegrown. All right, the money back here. We live, ready for some tag team action. We got the Hart Foundation taking on Los Grande Americanos. The Hitman, Bret Hart, taking on El Grande Americano. And I'm pretty sure the one that is not in the ring is El Grande Americano Original. And the one outside is a new El Grande USA. So I'm not sure what's going on with these Americanos. They're facing one of the best tag teams in wrestling history here, though. It's America versus Canada. Well, at least I think they're American. Where exactly is the Gulf of Americanos? And the tag into the anvil goes for the quick roll up here. One and a kick out. Telling these Americanos apart is going to be worse than the time WWE tried to form a tag team called 1E and 2E. And And Americano is showing a little fight here. Nice takedown. And trying to school the Stu Hart Dungeon members. Irish whip into the corner. Not where you want to be. And El Grande Original. Nice Hurricane Rana there. Guillotine. Into the cross face. Nice mat skills from El Grande Americano Original. And these Americanos are more than just a fun gimmick. But they're in here with the Hart Foundation. You just seen that brutal clothesline from the Anvil. Bret Hart, one of the greatest mat technicians of all time. And they're going to take the fight to El Grande Americanos. The Hart Foundation is actually insulted here tonight, facing this team that they consider a comedy act. They want a shot at the New Day, the GWA Global Tag Team Champions. And well, you gotta do a lot of proving yourself here to do that. I mean, the Hart Foundation has proven themselves in other companies, but they haven't really did shit in this company. Nice snapmare takedown followed by a kick to the face, taking down the Hitman. Nice counter there from Bret, though. And Bret Hart delivers some of the best punches in the business. Learned from his daddy, a wrestling expert in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Neidhart married one of the sisters. You got Bulldog. He also married one of the sisters. He's out of action right now due to a vicious attack from Goldberg. We haven't seen Goldberg in a little while either. A lot of talent to go around on Homegrown, and they're definitely delivering tonight. Gonna be hard for these guys to follow up that last match. I mean, it was absolutely incredible. Nice move there from Original. The Anvil firing back. Oh, and look at the counter into the roll-up. 1, 2, and the Anvil nearly got embarrassed there. Well, one thing you don't want to happen if you're the Hart Foundation is to come out here and lose to a team that you just called a comedy act. After coming out here and telling the GWA Global Tag Team Champions of the world that you're the best tag team there is, the best tag team there was, the best tag team there ever will be. The Americano is coming to the match like they mean business. They understand the opportunity and what's on the line here. They don't want to be a comedy act. Nobody wants to be a comedy act. But you have to get yourself out of that comedy act label. And there you go. Oh, big move by Original. I'll tell you what, the Hitman hasn't looked too great in this match so far. Most of the offense from the Hart Foundation has come from the Anvil. And Bret Hart is going to have to find a way to start taking this match a little more seriously. Tag team into the Anvil. Nice double team shot to the ribs. And a snapmare takedown. We've seen this already in this match. Running kick right to the face, and I don't care how big you are, that shit's gonna hurt. Oh, stiff shot there, busted the anvil open. I think it pissed him off more than anything. He's really going at El Grande, whichever the fuck one that is. Tag back into Brett. See if he can back up some of that shit talk. Brett setting him up there. Slingshot crossbody. Beautiful. But Americano sliding to the outside. Brett waiting on him. Oh, my. Stunner right across that top rope. Sent Americano flying. And Brett goes after the other one when he probably should have stayed focused on his opponent. Now he's arguing with this new El Grande USA on the outside of the ring, when he should be focused on his opponent. Oh, and Brett able to dodge there, the Hitman, looking for the shot. Oh, knee breaker. And Brett looking to make the tag here to the anvil. You can tell this match is already taken a little bit out of the Hart Foundation. Los Grande Americanos. They run that full court press, fast pace, fast break offense. And it'll wear you out quick. Only problem is, if it don't work in your favor, it wears you out quick too. Nice takedown there, and the anvil has him hooked in that camel clutch. And the other Americano making the save there. Not hard, not happy at all. Arguing with the manager now. El Grande USA, the newest member of Los Grande Americanos. And that distraction gave opportunity for the ankle lock, but Bret Hart able to come in and break things up. Bret is begging for the tag. He can see the anvil's hurting here. Oh, my poison rhino. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Talk about a huge upset. The Gulf of Americanos, as they're calling themselves in GWA apparently, have just upset the self-proclaimed best tag team there is, best tag team there was, and best tag team there ever will be. Impressive showing, and maybe, just maybe, people will start taking Los Grande Americanos a little more seriously here on Homegrown. Sure, they bring out their piñatas, they like to have a little fun, but this team still means business. You have to credit the new member El Grande USA with a huge assist there, distracting the handle just long enough for El Grande Americanos to get the job done. And what do we have here? It's the GWA Global Tag Team Champions, the New Day. And I'm not sure if they're out here congratulating Americanos for embarrassing the Hitman, or if maybe the New Day is looking to go to battle with Americanos. We'll have to wait till next week to find out. That's all from the money.
Yo, come back now, yeah?